What's up, guys? So today we have a match between me and Chase. I'll be playing the Boa on the left and he will be playing Reiju on the right. So Reiju right now I think she's in a pretty good spot. The only deck she obviously folds to really hard is RP Law, but otherwise she seems to be really fluid right now just because of the new Porsche tech that Reijus have been adding into their decks. Porsche being able to play down the Reiju's baby bodies, and then she's able to cheat them out with their ability. So first turn here, just dropping down the Sengoku, trying to see what I can find. I did see a Jinbei in that search, but I wanted to wait for more late game just because Reiju does counter out pretty early, so I think flooding the board with smaller bodies isn't going to help me too much. And there's the Porsche play I was talking about. So most of the time Porsche isn't going to hit, but the real strength to her is the ability to cheat something out, which Chase cheats out the baby Reiju, being able to upgrade her and drawing 2 more off of the Reiju effect. So really strong turn for him, being able to put down 2 bodies, also drawing 3. Any deck would really love that benefit. But going into my 4-darn turn, start out by swinging 5, he counters out, and Reiju is able to count out pretty early just because they draw so much. Countering is not an issue for them. I played on the Tashigi and I end up whiffing at that Tashigi, which is really unfortunate. I was trying to find gravity blades just so I can deal with his board when he floods it more. So I end up just using my Garp instead to dig 2 and trying to cycle through my cards a little bit here. So pretty slow start for me. I think I could have tried to grab the Jinbei last turn and play him down this turn, but I just didn't have another Warlord to cheat out with him, so I thought that just tempoing out Boa would be stronger in the later stages of the game. So he does swing in 6 at lead, which connects, and luckily for me, I got the Houndblaze trigger, which bounces the Porsche back to his hand for me, so not too many swings coming in at me. And I decided to take the second swing there just because I wanted to draw more useful cards. I think I was pretty bricked up at this point in the game, but 6 Dawn up, probably going to be a Boa turn for me. So I start off by swinging 5 into his Reiju, which takes a card out of his hand, and there is the Boa Hancock that stuns his Reiju. Spinning back and drawing off of my leader ability. And so going into Chase's turn here, I forgot which turn he was on exactly. He might have been on his 7-Dawn turn, but because he's been dawning down so much, only at 5-Dawn here. So he starts off probably playing Porsche again, and he does. Searching 5. I think his only target to hit is the Tony Chopper blocker. But this is the real strength of the Porsche tech, where you're able to play out the baby Ichiji, and him cheating out the adult is just so powerful. For 3 mana, you're getting 10 Dawn on board. It's really strong. And he uses the baby Reiju to cheat out the adult Reiju, drawing 2. And I think he's trying to decide how he wants to swing out here, but his Reiju right now is stunned, so he only really has 2 swings to work with. So swinging in 5 to lead was an easy counter, and then 7 to lead. I decided to take that just because I don't feel too pressured right now with him only at 2 Dawn. He's really far away from dropping Judge in the future, so I go 9 into his OPCG here. I kind of just want to get rid of cards in his hand, because even though Reiju does draw a lot, she needs the babies to really cycle. And Gravity Blade is huge here, getting rid of 2 threats on board. And I drew 1 by mistake. I forgot to count the cards in my hand. I had 6 instead of 5, so I really should not have drawn. But still a really strong turn for me, being able to get 2 cards out of his hand with the Boa Swing and finishing off with the Gravity Blade. So chase his turn once again, only at 4 Dawn. He's not able to pressure out Judge, so I don't feel too threatened here. I think the new Reiju build plays Sanji blockers, so he could play 1 out for just 3 mana. That would be good for us just because Sanji is in Gravity Blade range, and so I don't find it too threatening to have him out. And he does end up putting down the Sanji blocker there. Such a powerful card, 3 mana for a 6k blocker. Really strong card for purple decks. But here, going into my 10 Dawn turn, that's exactly what I do. I Gravity Blade once again, and this time I can actually draw for the leader effect because I have 5 cards in hand. And right here, I'm in a really good spot here. I forgot to restand my Boa, but right here I'm feeling pretty comfortable filling my hand with 2Ks, and gonna pressure his OPCG pretty hard here just because he doesn't have too many cards left in hand, and so I'm making him decide whether he wants to protect the OPCG or to give me the body, and he opts to give me the body there. And so now with 6 Dawn to work with, still not in Judge range, so I'm feeling pretty safe here. So he finally draws the stage. Luckily for me, he didn't draw that earlier because the stage really helps with the consistency of Reiju. Being able to dig every single turn for your being able to search for your answers is really strong. Not sure what's going on here, but he continues to search, plays a second stage, finds a Reiju to refill his hand a little more. So playing down the baby Reiju, dawning down, and drawing 3 off of the Reiju and leader effect. I think at this point in the game, Reiju really needs to save her Dawn just because Judge is the real threat of that deck. And him kind of locking himself out of the Dawn is really detrimental to try to close out the game, because I did give him a lot of life early on. I think his win condition from there was to try to save his Dawn for a big Judge play and just out tempo me in that 1 turn. But I'm able to swing in pretty heavy here, so I go 5 in the lead, forcing him to either give me more counter or give me some more life. So opts to give me life, and so I pressure him for 7. Gives me 2 counters out of that, swinging in with Boa with 8, and then I stun his Reiju once again. So the following turn, the only threat he has now, since he only has 7 Dawn, is a leader swing and an OPCG swing. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty poised to win the match, just because next turn I do have 2 Boas that can swing into life. And with only 2 life remaining, and him showing me a Judge, he probably won't have enough counter to stop the swings coming in. So at this point in the game, I think his best answer would be to actually block her up, but I'm not sure if he has any blockers in his hand. Next best thing might be to use his Ichiji more defensively and lower my Boa and trying to swing into her to protect his last 2 lives. And so he pops my Tashigi here. Not a really big deal for me, just because her being a 2k body, I do have better options to attach my Dawn 2 on board already. And he plays the pudding out. I think here he was really just hoping to protect himself from lethal, but honestly, with the amount of cards on board, I should have more than enough power to threaten lethal next turn. So I do counter out of the 5k swing. I think that was a pretty easy counter, and with 10 Dawn to work with, I think I can math them out from here. So probably swinging in 9 and 9 with each Boa. Still thinking here, and yep, that's what I do. So 9 with Boa, another 9 with Boa, and then I'm just gonna swing in the rest with lead. So 13k to lead. Unless a large chunk of those are 2Ks, I'm pretty safe. And knowing that one of them was a judge, it was really unlikely that he had the answer for that. So I end up taking it over Chase. Reiju deck does look really fun right now. It's just that RP Law really overshadows her. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.